Hey, we're Ayo River, and this is Album 88.
Yeah!
Here we go, boys. Y'all ready? Yeah. This song's called Mercedes.
So I guess that we're not invited to the party out on the west side. Me and all of my friends decided we'd be better off strangers. After Megan moved out to Denver, I came home to ashes and embers. Started swiping left on Tinder and fantasized about my funeral. I was introduced to a lady when she crashed a brand new Mercedes. Threw a red light straight into me. She screamed and asked, "Are you alright?" So I said, "Well, thanks for asking. At this point, I don't care what happens." We stood there causing the traffic and laughed and had ourselves an awkward hug. 2, 3, 4. Says you can't go home again. It's all just something someone said. My eyes can only document so much before they close again. Go, no one really knows. Going out in the town till we drown. Oh, people come, people go, no one really knows. Going out in the town till we drown. Oh. Says you can't go home again. It's all just something someone said. My eyes can only document so much before they close again.
How about you guys introduce yourselves, explain where you're from? Let's just do some quick intro bits.
Yeah, I'm Weston Taylor. I'm the singer, guitarist, kind of songwriter dude in Ayo River, and I am here from Atlanta, Georgia, my hometown, repping, of course, ATL.
My name's Josh. I play bass and occasionally touch the keyboard. And I'm from Columbus, Georgia, which is not actually Columbus, Ohio, despite what every drunk person in the bar will tell you.
I'm Evan. I play the drums and also the drum pad, which is a different thing than the drums. And I'm also regrettably from Columbus, Georgia.
You're from Alabama.
I grew up in Daphne, Alabama. I was born in Seattle. My parents met, and that started the beginning.
Were they sleepless in Seattle?
No, they slept great.
When we're looking back, will we wonder? Will we think to ask? Was it worth it? Did it matter once? Is it nothing? Is it just because?
So have you guys always been a band? Is this a new thing, or how did this more so form and come about?
It's been growing in a variety of ways. It kind of started with me going up to Athens. I went here, Daniel, to Georgia State University.
No,
so,
I also go to Georgia State.
Wow. So yeah, after I graduated college, I had this like moment where I was like, okay, if you're gonna try to be a musician or an artist, now is the time to do it because you're in your 20s and you don't have young children running around the house. So I started going up to Athens with my friend Matt Martin, who has been producing the records that we've made.
Nice guy.
And then when it came time to start playing the music, I had to find some talented fellows to join me. So through a series of friends and a bunch of people introducing us to each other, I met these guys, and we've been playing together ever since. Although I would say the current state of the band is much more recent than how it originated. I mean, we've been playing as a three-piece now for what, like 6 or 7 months?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Something like that.
I forget.
Yeah.
So every living girl jolts when she's falling asleep. It felt familiar at every intricacy. Why would we go out drinking when we could stay stuck in our favorite place to lay? When we walk to school over the highway at night. Now when you walk alone, sometimes I drive under you. I could have slept forever in certain shades, the lazy beauty of those days. Oh, oh, ah, oh, ah, oh. Weeks keep going by, little quicker every time. Feelings buried deep, some will never be retrieved. Just keep going by, little quicker every time. Feelings buried deep, some will never be retrieved.
Yeah, there's so many great bands in Atlanta. Like, what are y'all's like bands that you've been listening to here? They're always in like, we go see bands all the time at like 529 East Atlanta. We're always over there. I don't know if we're like technically an Atlanta band per se yet. Like, I don't know if we've done anything to necessarily embrace that sound all the way.
Have we earned that yet?
I don't think we've earned that yet. I mean, we're still getting our footsteps, but we would love to be a part of the culture. Yeah.
I also think Atlanta's kind of a weird spot in that, like, much like every neighborhood has their own bar district, like, there's a couple different things in the Atlanta sound right now. Like, if you're primarily playing like 529 and the Earl, like, I bet you have tattoos and a jean jacket and you don't know more than 4 chords. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Like, me and Evan are in another project that's a punk band. Like, I'm not, but I'm saying, like, that's where we try to get shows for that.
Okay.
And like the stuff you would hear at Eddie's Attic is like a little more country.
Right, completely different.
Yeah, so there's kind of like a couple of different things going on.
Not to even mention the DIY scene,
Yeah,
which is all the 19-year-olds in the city.
yeah.
Yeah, it's really interesting how, like, there's a lot of artists in Atlanta, a lot of musicians in Atlanta, and a lot of shows in Atlanta, but none of it. A lot of it's the same, but then you take 2 steps and then it's a completely different city again, and 2 more, and then.
I think everything is just overwhelming at this point that I'm not even worried about like becoming a part of the scene. I'm just like trying to make the music we make and hoping that people will accept it in that way.
In that case, do you necessarily feel an attachment to Atlanta then, or does the sound seem like it's something that's more national, something that's meant to represent like more of a spirit? I know that an example of this might be like Janelle Monáe and how like technically like definitely Atlanta representative, definitely like proud of Atlanta and definitely comes here and shows love, but also it seems like it's her musical journey more so.
Yeah, I think I want it to be as broad and acceptable to everybody, right? Like, I don't want to be like, we're just an Atlanta band. I think the emotions conveyed in the music and the lyrics are open to like acceptance from everybody and all these different kinds of things. So, I'm just trying to keep it all open at this point.
I definitely think if you get too focused on sort of like the sound or the city or something, it just ends up being kind of a circle jerk. You know, like
Yep.
there's enough Atlanta bands, people know what an Atlanta band sounds like, I guess. So I don't try to get wrapped up in thinking of like, well, the kids at the bar think I'm cool because I did this. And I just, you can't worry about that. And ultimately there's like this whole other thing called the rest of the country that is totally capable of liking your music.
That's OTP, bro.
OTP.
It doesn't exist. Now, San Francisco can like it, I just don't want Lawrenceville too.
That was the worst thing in college, was like being in class at UGA and like they'd be like, oh, where are you from? Everyone going around introducing themselves, and somebody would be like, Atlanta, and they'd be like, oh, where in? And they'd be like, Marietta or like Douglasville, and I was like, get out of here, man! I was raised in Piedmont Park. Eating squirrels there my entire life.
Cool.
This song, I can call it Porches and Patios, and then I was like, wait, I should have called it definitely Porches and Daddios. But it's not as cool.
Porches and patios where I would go outside to smoke. You would come out in the cold just to be there too. There's maybe a million things I'll carry in my memory, revisit on lonely nights to feel as if it's all alright. Wiped away the tears with she politely asked if I would leave. Well, I threw up in the street. Even when it's gone, even when it's gone, carries on. Porches and patios where I would go outside to smoke. You would come out in the cold just to be there too.
Tell us where we can find you at. How can we support you from now on? Like, do you need us to like get on, help you all walk and stuff?
I'll be drinking at trackside from about 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. most nights of the week. If you just want to come pick up my tab, that would be super supportive.
Got it. Trackside. Silly drinker.
There's a ton of ways to support us, but the best way is to go, ayoriver.com, sign up for our newsletter.
AYO.
AYOriver.com.
Not A-I-Y-O. Hey, yo.
We thought about Ayo River.
That's already like a punk dude.
But yeah,
Or no, like a, what was it, like
Is it-
electronic.
Is it like
I like
just,
Ayo.
just
Because I also
one word?
like the idea of people going, Ayo! All the time. I do that all the time.
You don't think that anyone's ever gonna get aggressive with it? Like, hey, yo!
I'm fine with that.
Give it up for, hey, yo! River.
Yeah, that's cool. However you want to say it. But no, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
Although saying, wait, before you
Oh my god.
saying, hey, yo, river like that makes it sound like I'm calling you out for owning a river. Like, hey, your river's in the way.
I like that. That's cool. Whatever.
Anyway.
Our music is going to be on, Spotify and all the other music places. But right now, if you want to listen to it, just go to, SoundCloud, look us up, Bandcamp. AyoRiver.com has links to all that. We'd love to see you on Instagram so we can post things in your face. And yeah, that's where to find us.
Bye, everybody. Bye, guys.
Bye.